Hello Twitch. If I sound like the death, that's because I am. I have a cold, innit? But the Flux chapter 3 came out, and like, it's fresh in my mind. So I'm doing the video now rather than tomorrow in case I forget anything. Like I did with last week's review. So it's but by the time this comes out on the reviews channel, my cold would have been and gone. So it's all good. Which is all that matters. So it's all good. Huh. I don't sound that different on Twitch. That's alright, actually, to be honest, that's alright. That means there shouldn't be too much of a difference in it. Well, I mean, I sound different, but like, normally I sound a bit different than I normally on Twitch. So that's pretty cool. I don't sound as much to IRL. Huh? Piss off Snapchat. Trying to record a review. I'm trying to edit the bloody review of last week's episode to go up in time on Monday. I hope my cold's gone before Thursday. Like, I'm streaming this on a Sunday, and Thursday is the release of the new Pokemon games. Like, I want to do an opening on YouTube, but like, at the same time, I do not wish to sound like the plague opening up a new Pokemon game. But if I do, I do. Not much I can do about that. Hello, two viewers. I'm just emptying my inventory to review the Flux chapter 3. So, bear with. Ah, fuck it, that'll do. I don't know what order everything went in. I put it there in the first place. Wow, I'm trying to look at this like my glasses on, because my nose is sore. Coordinates are still off from last time. Okay. So sorry if I seem a bit odd. It's because I yeah. Hello internet. If I sound like the death, or I sound like shit, it's because I currently have a cold at the time of recording this. But by the time it's come out on the reviews channel, it would have been and gone, which is alright. Hopefully it's gone before the initial review of Brilliant Diamond. Anyway, about half hour ago, Doctor Who Flux Chapter 3, Once Upon a Time, I think it was, finished. That was an alright episode. It's not gonna have to be as long as a review because everybody sort of went through the same shit. Like, that's not necessarily a good thing. I thought it was done quite well. The same sort of plot throughout four characters. I think it's done quite well. Good job, Chris Chibnall. But anyway, this episode picks off directly after last week's cliffhanger. Not like with the first two, where it skips a bit. No, this was straight after. Before he could click his fingers, the doctor grabbed Dan, jumped on the remaining platform things, pushed a button on a Sonic, and they flew into time, which is what that purple portal was. So it wasn't my initial thought. But anyway, to keep them safe, Vinder, I remember his name now, Yaz and Dan, the doctor hides them in their own timelines. So they're reliving their memories, but the doctor or Yaz keeps popping into them. Yaz starts off in a police car with a worker, and then the worker becomes the doctor. I feel like that was a slight reference to Broadchurch, because I think that was a police series. And I think Jodie Whittaker was in that. If not, that bit's been removed from the review. And then she's at home playing her PlayStation, I think. And then a weeping angel comes out of the screen. Like that one scene from the horror film I've never watched. But with the dark hair, long dark hair, with the white outfit, crawls out. And then Yaz smashes the console. And it was a weeping angel that came out, and it disappears. So she's being followed by a weeping angel. Dan is just reliving his memory with the woman from the soup kitchen, I think, which is quite nice. They were just gossiping, and Vinder was reliving. Most of this backstory thing was on Vinder, which I quite like, because it gave us backstory to Vinder. And, you know, it was through some of his toughest stuff. And I'm pretty sure it provided exposition of why he's in the space station. Basically, he was assigned to just guard somebody for a treaty. And then the person decided to off a couple of people. Then they get killed. It was put down as an accident. Vinder's like, hey up, nah. I joined this not for one person, for the greater purpose. And he files the complaint, and then he's shot into the research platform where we first see him. The most important thing to note here is these memories, they just switch to a different location, which is weird, until you realise what it is. You know, and Yaz kept appearing in Vinder's memories. I don't think the Doctor appeared for Vinder. The Doctor did appear for Yaz and Dan, sort of explaining how they're trapped in their own timelines. She put them there to save them, trying to get them all in the same place. You know, the usual stuff the Doctor does. And then what I think it was the same ship in Vinder's thing is that the institution he works for was like a model of a rocket outside, and it looked like the rocket from, I think it's Satan's Pit, where I pointed out the architecture was similar. Well, there was a rocket in there that they used to escape. Now if it's the same rocket, it's probably the same architecture, which is cool. So yeah, that's that. The Doctor is doing that and being in the swirly vortex, speaking to the people who are stood on the platforms, who in the end tell the Doctor, whilst the Doctor's living her own thing, that it's in the past but maybe not. I'm not sure on that one. But in her thing she works for a group called the Division, and her jumper thing, waistcoat, trench coat rather, is inside out, so it's dark with the inside being grey, which is a cool way to differentiate her looks. But Yaz Vinda and Dan and the rest of her team, and they got like guns and shit. And they're going after the swarm, which he now looks like a dragon, the purple one. And he's going on about other like the big dark dressed people. He's going on about how I think he said there were passengers, and there's just billions of species in there, and he just wipes out 2 of them. And the final one contains all of the people who are still on the platforms, was the Doctor Freeze fixing time. So I believe time is now fixed, but shit's still jailbroken. And there's another like storyline going on of, I can't remember it, but this woman who's searching for someone. You know, she gets a ship, goes looking, bumps into some Daleks, which look CG and don't look their best. They still look good, but the physical models of the Daleks are better. And it's the normal bronze Daleks as well. And then she ends up in cyber territory, and it's just a big marching army of Cybermen. And she's zooming out of cyber territory, going on about how there's 3 territories: Dalek territory, cyber territory, and Sontaran territory. You can all guess what they are. She gets boarded by Cybermen, kills them all apart from one, where she gets the information off of this last Cyberman. There are over, I think, like close to 7.5 billion Cybermen, and they're trying to convert everybody else that's organic and be the only one who controls territory, which is the usual Cybermen goals. She didn't speak to the Sontarans, neither did she have a chit chat with the Daleks. But this woman has like this Tamagotchi type pod thing that reminds me of the emoji bots from series 10, which is cool. And then we learn at the end that it's Vinda who she's looking for. And the Doctor, as well as being part of the division, keeps changing to, I think it was the Ruth Doctor, introduced last season, which was weird. But it's like how the Doctor kept taking place with someone else in everyone else's memories. She was just switching person, continuing the same. So maybe we're starting to get an explanation for the Ruth Doctor. Who knows? Would be nice. And you know, the Doctor's trying to manage 4 timelines, and the platform people warn the Doctor it will break her. So they send her somewhere to this old woman who's doing something, and she's going on about how the flux wasn't an accident. It was engineered to stop the Doctor because the universe is dying. I mean, that would be a way to end the 60th anniversary. Just destroy the universe and restart it. I mean, the universe was destroyed in one of the Matt Smith episodes as the 11th Doctor. I think it was like Big Bang, when he rebuilt the universe. That was a confusing storyline. Well, I haven't rewatched it, but from what I remember, it's like the Pandorica opens and Big Bang, I think. Weird. But that'd be cool. And this woman knows the Doctor, the old lady, and she's telling the Doctor not to find this place. You know, basically just telling the Doctor to give up. And the Doctor's like, nah, lost cause my speciality. And she gets kicked out of the purple swirly zone. And Doctor Az and Vinda, they're all in the magic platform chamber. The swarm are telling the Doctor sort of well done for fixing time. And there's one of the passengers there still. And it's got Soup Woman, who Dan was talking with, inside of it. And Dan wants to go and get her out, obviously. And the Doctor tells him no, you can't. So Dan's annoyed, kind of. Then the swarm clicks his finger, they all disappear. And they all just like tragically walk back to the TARDIS. Yaz tells Vinder to go inside the TARDIS. So he sticks his head in, comes out of the door entrance, and he goes, oh, this is a TARDIS. So he knows what the TARDIS is, which is odd, as I didn't know the species did know what the TARDIS is. But hey. And he goes, oh, this is a TARDIS. I didn't think these existed. Well, anyway, they all go back in, because Vinder thinks it can take him home. The Doctor takes him home. Everything was utterly destroyed. And Vinder says he has to meet someone. And that's where we learn that the woman who we were following her story was looking for Vinder, and Vinder's looking for her. So, and the Doctor gives Vinder some teleport contact thing, which could come into play next episode. So Vinder's gone. And the cliffhanger for this episode was Yaz was just sat on the step on her phone, and a weeping angel appears on her phone, so she lobs her phone on the floor. She calls the Doctor. The Doctor and Dan come out going, what's going on here? That was convincing timing. And the weeping angel just pops out the phone. And the Doctor's shitting herself, like, ah, it's a weeping angel. And the weeping angel gets a hold of the TARDIS's controls and starts mucking about. Episode's end there. So Village of the Angels could be interesting. Because I know in Blink, with Sally Sparrow, there was a quote, because the 10th Doctor had to get the TARDIS back, and the Angels had the blue box, and there was a quote, something along the lines of, the Angels have got the blue box or something. And one of the blokes says, I gotta get that on a shirt. Why is my contrast? And yeah, I thought it was quite a good, I thought it was quite a good episode. I mean, the whole trapped in their memories reminded me of a storyline from Red vs. Blue, where everyone was trapped in their own memories in a labyrinth that was to make them off themselves. And one person had to get them all back. But I thought it was well done. I mean, I've glanced over a couple bits. That's because this is a brief review, really. I thought the CG on the Daleks was a little below Doctor Who's normality. That could just be me. I could be being overcritical, but I thought it was just below the bar. But yeah. Next week's episode is called Village of the Angels, I believe, and it looks quite interesting. I'm also looking forward to the new Evil Dan edits of this episode, because I saw the Evil Dan edit where he stops the cliffhanger of last episode. It was edited by Doctor Who Poop, and it's just where he hits everybody with the frying pan. There's like the swarm and that. And John Bishop retweeted it and went, love this. So John Bishop is a fan of Evil Dan? Evil Dan is a fan. No, Dan is a fan of Evil Dan. Thank you for watching. Sorry I don't sound too good this week. Hopefully I'll be better next week. Hopefully. If you enjoyed this, everything will be linked below in the description. My other channels here and that. I'll see you next week for another review. And if I did decide to make a review of Diamond and Pearl, I hope I sounded better in that than I do currently. Thanks for watching. So, have a good day. Have a great day. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Twitch is my best way of recording a review. So, yeah. Right, now we need to get to the bottom of why... What the f... What? What? What's happened here? Oh, shit. Lightning struck my house, hasn't it? Did it get rid of the glass? No, we're good. Whoa! That explains how my dogs went where they normally were. Does the lift still work? It does, that's all that matters. Right. Thanks for watching the review, Twitch, or listening to it. I know I sound like death. I was gonna stream Overwatch tonight, but because I got this cold and I don't sound too great, I won't be. So if I sound better, hopefully tomorrow night. But there's rumour coming around that the Halo Infinite multiplayer launches tomorrow. So if I'm better tomorrow, that will be tomorrow's stream. So apologies for that. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this, thanks for doing. Oh, that's the wrong. I think it's gone. Thanks for watching live on Twitch. If you did that, if you watched on Stream Archive, thanks for doing that. And if you've watched this when it eventually comes out on reviews, thanks for doing that. Depending on where you watch this is depending where everything's linked. If it's on YouTube, it will be in the description. If it's on Twitch, it's on the my home page section of my Twitch channel. Until next time, keep making the impossible possible. I'm gonna go off and try and rest. Have a good day, have a great day. I'll see you in the next stream where I'm hopefully better. I've still got several videos to edit though, so let's pray I don't overwork myself doing that.